Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast, the show all about Nintendo and friendship. Your daily dive in all things Nintendo. That's what we're doing here. And tonight we got a lot of news to cover, including, but certainly not limited to, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nickelodeon Brawlstars, Deep Cut Amiibo, and first looks at Hogwarts Legacy for the Nintendo Switch. We're going to be talking all of that and more. Micah, are you ready to dive on in?
Yep.
Greetings, fellow Nintendo Pals. My name is Andros. I'm one of the hosts of the Nintendo Pals podcast. And Micah, I already introduced at the start of the episode here. We are going to be talking this week in news for Nintendo. So before we do that, though, I got some housekeeping items I want to take care of. First off, we are doing a community survey to try and get feedback on the podcast, on our Discord, on our social media. So if you could drop on down into the description of this episode and follow the link to that survey. All of the submissions are anonymous, and all of the answers in the survey are optional, so you can pick and choose questions to answer. But please fill that out. It helps us to kind of get a feel for things, how things are going, from not just those that are active on our Discord and in our comment section, but just anybody out there listening. We really do appreciate that. If you're a first-time listener, we'd love to hear your feedback, what you thought of this one episode. And hopefully we'll see you back for the next one. That being said, if you feel so inclined, please leave us a 5-star review. And if you're watching this over on YouTube, subscribe. Subscribe for more Nintendo awesome content. Micah, hit us up with our first news item here.
Yes, we've, with the release of Mario Wonder, gotten some new Mario Wonder NSO icons.
Yeah,
So those are pretty cool.
they do look pretty good. I like them. Any of those ones are ones you're gonna pick up? I kind of gave up on collecting all these because there's just so many.
Monster.
There's so many, and they changed them, and I forget.
Sometimes I forget, and I don't pick up any of the Animal Crossing ones because there's like 5 million of them. But I did snag all the Mario Wonder ones.
Nice. Well, now we know they won't. Those little JPEGs will not be lost because Micah is archiving them, except for Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Maybe this is something we should start. We should start trying to have a complete collection of every icon that they've released. What would that net us? Clout.
I think
Among a very small percentage of people. But those people are our people, man. That's what that's what I'm saying. So yeah, new Mario Wonder icons. So if you want to show off your Mario fandom on your Nintendo Online account, you can do that. Mine is still Fuecoco. That's how long it's been since I bought one. Was Fuecoco. I don't even think I bought any of the Zelda ones because I just forgot.
you didn't get half shirtless Ganondorf.
No,
Like,
and
he was
you know what?
great.
That's a regret. That's a regret for sure. Our next news item here, we have, am I saying, what is the name of this game? Nickelodeon All Star Brawl?
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon
Brawlstars, right?
All Star Brawl. No, it's All Star Brawl. I was right.
It's All Star Brawl. Well, they should call it
Nickelodeon All Star
Brawlstars.
Brawl 2 has announced that the physical version of the game will just be a digital code in a physical box.
Yeah.
One of
Kind
the
a bummer.
dumbest decisions I have ever seen. It really is the like the publisher going, you know what? We don't care. We want to make money, but we want to do it in the least work possible.
But they do at least still have the box,
Oh boy.
the case,
Yeah.
with the art.
But here's the thing. They only have the box with the case and the art because that's like the bare minimum needed to be able to sell it at a retail location. And so it's there to get all the grandmas and cool uncles that are getting their kids the Nickelodeon Brawl Stars. And they're going to be so excited, like, oh, I got you this game. And then the grandson's going to open it up and be like, Grandma, there's no game in here.
This is like math, numbers and letters.
And then punch Grandma right in the nose and then send her to a home. Just kidding.
I think that child doesn't deserve a physical Nickelodeon. I forgot the actual name, so I'm just gonna say Brawlstars too.
Yeah. All Star Brawl. Roger in our live chat here said it's a metaphysical release, which I do like that. That makes it sound way cooler than it is. They should market it like that. We're releasing a metaphysical release. Anyway, that's that. I think we've trashed on it enough. My opinion is, if you're gonna sell a physical version, I mean, make it on a cart or a disc.
You gotta pay for the cart.
Wow. Oh no, it's not like everybody else is doing that. And then, but here's the thing: is like a bunch of people aren't. You know, a bunch of developers don't release physical versions of games. They're digital only. And they were just like, oh, well, we don't want to lose out on that money, but we also don't want to pay money to do it. It's scummy. I don't like it. But no shade to this game because it does look like it'll be fun. Fun game. First one was pretty cool. Anywho, hit us with our next news item, Mike.
There's some new Splatoon 3 Deep Pet Amiibo coming out.
Oh, yeah. Big Man Amiibo. Let's go.
And only one of the three is important. Big Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy the pack, throw the other two away, and just keep Big Man.
Bold.
Yeah. What do I need the other two for? Big Man's gonna be a solo career.
Random paperweights if you don't have like rocks in your backyard or something.
That's true. It's true. Rocks might be a little bit more valuable. I'm just being salty. I actually have no hard feelings towards Shiver or Fry. But there are certain members of our community that are super anti-Big Man, so I'm just saying these things to tick them off, just to get under their skin.
Some people just don't make sense.
Not me. You're talking about the people that don't like Big Man.
Yeah, the Big Man haters.
Yeah. Micah and I, it's a rare Micah and me agree. W.
That's happened occasionally.
Yeah. It happens a lot more than people would think listening to this show. I will say that. Oh man. What in other news, we had Nintendo sharing the first look at Hogwarts Legacy running on Switch, which drops soon.
Is November sometime or something?
It's November. Hogwarts.
That's the extent of my knowledge.
Legacy Switch release date. Very professional show here where we Google things on time. Yeah, November 14th. So less than a month away. The screenshots look good, but screenshots don't really translate to like how it will look in motion. It definitely doesn't look as like high quality as other systems, but I obviously who was expecting that, right? I think there's definitely going to be some sacrifices made for it to be on a portable system.
Yeah.
It wasn't okay. Let me walk it back here because I think there are a lot of really pretty looking Switch games, but I think if you're not designing your game to be on Switch exclusively, or it doesn't like start with that in mind, it's probably not going to look as good as it will look on the other platforms. And it's just certain styles, like this is more realism. So That's that. Uh, and that's all we've got to talk about for news. I did see real quick a bit of of commotion around Best Buy no longer selling physical discs, and
Same with Walmart, I think, by next year at some point.
yes. However, they have since come out, at least Best Buy has, I don't know if Walmart has, they have since come out saying that they will continue to sell games, which is good.
It's just not like movies or something like that.
Not movies and TV, anything, which is TV shows. No, but they still sell TVs. That's if Best Buy stops selling TVs, what would they even
They
have?
only sell digital TVs now.
We only sell them digital TVs. Oh man, what is that? Like in Meta? It's like, yeah, you have to get a headset in order to watch TV now. How you feel about this, Micah? I'm starting to get a little.
I never buy things from Best Buy, so
where do you usually pick up your games?
Probably actually usually Amazon.
Really? I stopped.
Or
I stopped
Walmart, because Walmart would still sometimes have the games cheaper, but they haven't done that for that many games recently, it seems like.
Nobody has. Like Amazon's even selling things at full price now.
Yeah.
But I just had so many bad experiences with Amazon, like not actually, like it not getting here in time. Every time it would be delayed for me. So I'm, and for me, I want the game like day one. So when I want it to be out when everybody else is playing it, I want to play it too. I don't want to miss out.
Yeah, but if I like go to Walmart or something, I have to interact with people, and that's gross.
Micah bought Wonder from the eShop. Oh, did you get it? Did you just get the eShop?
I did indeed.
Oh, you didn't get a physical.
My second voucher.
That makes sense because you did get it use the voucher for Zelda, right?
Yeah.
Which is a win. So we did end up getting it. You did end up getting it cheaper.
And I didn't have to leave my house.
I said we, but then I remembered, wait, where was I last night at midnight? I was
like a fool.
I was
in the cold.
I was picking up the game last night at midnight, and
I was playing comfortably in my house at like 9 o'clock.
Can I tell you?
No, I think it was 9 actually.
Can I tell you a little story about this to wrap up the podcast here? So I went to pick up from my local GameStop, and I went day of because I wasn't sure where I wanted to get it, and I made the last minute decision. I guess I'll just go to GameStop because they'll probably still have pre-orders available. And I was like, hey, do you guys still have pre-orders available that I could come by for the midnight release tonight? And the one guy said no, and the guy at the site said, no, you can. And she's like, oh, you can? Okay. So they sold me the game. It wasn't technically a pre-order. They sold me the game for midnight pickup. So I came in. They told me, because, hey, this is it's a double release night, right? We got Spider-Man dropped at the same day. So it's a double release night, so we recommend coming 20 to 30 minutes early so that you can get a good spot in line, and so we don't run out of pre-order bonus.
This story gonna end with there being like 2 people there?
Yeah, that is what it's gonna end with. It wasn't like 2 people. It was like 15.
Too bad. I mean, maybe they only had 7.
We didn't even have to wrap around the store. Like it was just like a single line up to the register. It took all of 2 minutes. Like I didn't have to show up 20 minutes early like I did. I was like, this was they got me. They just wanted me to come stand in the store for no reason.
Then you have to look at things and think maybe you want to buy that stuff too.
At the same time, I went. So this is, I'm relatively new to the midnight release train. I've never gone to like midnight releases of games. Didn't do that growing up, and only started. I think my first one was for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And for that one, the store was jam-packed. This same store, jam-packed, wrapping all the way through the store, out the back, and around the street corner. And there were tons of people there. And so in my mind, since that was my only experience, it was that and Zelda, which Zelda also had a big... No, I didn't do the midnight premiere for Zelda, because I got that digitally and then got
Big fan.
I got it digitally.
The Australian version to play it early.
Yeah, to play it early. And then I bought the special edition, so I have 2 copies of the game. But so my only experience was the Pokemon games, which apparently are an outlier. And now that I'm aware of that, oh yeah, that makes total sense. Pokemon games sell like buco bucks, crazy. They appeal to a huge audience. But yeah. Guess how many people out of the line were waiting for Mario Wonder, though?
2.5.
4.
Mm.
So all these Spider-Man guys are there, and I was like, I'm just here for Wonder. I'm just here for Wonder, baby! Let's go! And yeah, that was my fun midnight premiere of the game. And then I came back, and I streamed it for a little bit. It's awesome. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it in an episode this week. So come back tomorrow or the next day, and it'll be up on the Nintendo Pals YouTube channel or wherever you listen to this podcast. Speaking of listen to this podcast, that's the end. Micah, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitch at Micah Prime.
You can find me ostensibly on Andros1 on Twitch and YouTube and places. I'm gonna start using ostensibly more often, which means, what was the definition of ostensibly? It's like
something, but perhaps not.
Apparently, but maybe not. Yeah, which. No, I guess that doesn't make sense here, because you will find me over in those spots, but potentially not live. That's all.
But perhaps not actually.
But perhaps not actually, though. And with that, we'll end the episode here.
It worked for my channel. I think I have like one video.
We close every episode with our Patreon shout out, our Patreon Poke Rap, where we wrap our support for our Patreon supporters. Thank you all so much for the amazing support you give to the show. And we'll close it right now. We gotta wrap some Patreon.
You just do the singing. I'll take care of the hard part.
Let's get it on.
We want to be the best that ever was. And shout out our pals over on Patreon.
LPD, Rizzo, Retrologic Dan, Tim the Nintendo Dash, Slim, Tor, Spider Chance, Solo something, Mute Dog the Game, Little Miss 7, and Monkey Thunder.
Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Patreon.
Kid, Fiasco, Third Strongest Mole, Fedorable Will, All, and Seth Sturgill, Cosmic, Purple, Viola, That Fast John, and Mother Plays too.
Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon. Let's get 150 or more, yeah, please. To be a Patreon donor is your destiny.
Thank you all so much for listening, and we will talk to you in the next episode. Bye-bye!